Hola a todos. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be practicing our formal commands, usted, ustedes commands with memes. So we'll start off with a quick review of how to form these usted and ustedes commands, and then we'll use memes as great examples to help reinforce and expand your understanding. So a real quick review, a command or mandato is a type of verb that is telling someone to do something, basically. So we have 4 different types in 2 classes. We have our informal commands, which are tú for telling one person in the informal register what to do, and vosotros would be for telling 2 or more people a command, but vosotros is mainly just used in Spain. So today we're going to be focusing on our formal commands. So we'll use our usted command to tell one person in the formal usted register what to do, and ustedes 2 or more people. And the ustedes form is the main form that you're going to use in Latin America for making any command to 2 or more people, because vosotros is mainly just used in Spain. So here are some places where you might hear or might have heard a formal command. Maybe you're in the dentist office and the dentist tells you, abra la boca, por favor. Open your mouth, please. So, abra del verbo abrir, to open. And it's a formal situation where you'd use usted. So we're using the command abra, open. Saying open like asking you to do something or telling you to do something. And then ustedes for 2 or more people. Maybe you've heard on an airplane, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Por favor, manténganse sentados con el cinturón abrochado. Please remain seated with the seatbelt fastened. So manténganse is the formal ustedes command for 2 or more people of the verb mantenerse. Real quick, let's review how do we form or how do we conjugate our formal commands. And it's the same way that you conjugate your present subjunctive verbs. So let's see with an example. Let's take a regular verb. Hablar, to talk, is a regular AR verb, right? So step by step, let's go through the process. Our first step is go to the first person present tense yo form. First person present tense of the indicative yo form, basically the first verb conjugations you ever learned in Spanish class, would be hablo. Yo hablo. So we took off the AR, add a O. That's our first person present tense yo form. Why do we do this? It's just step by step, because next we're going to drop the O and we're left with this stem. And our next step is to add the opposite ending. And what I mean by opposite ending is if it's an AR verb like hablar is an AR in the infinitive, then we'll add e for a singular usted command, or en for a plural ustedes command to more than one person. So our formal command for hablar would be hable usted, hablen ustedes. Now the goal is for you to eventually know automatically that hable is the command, or hablen ustedes, but just while you're learning, you can go through this step by step to remember how to correctly conjugate the verb. And then with more and more practice, you'll be able to say it without even thinking. Now there are, as you can see on this chart, some special cases, some formed with irregular yo, spelling change, etc. So let's just look at one example of a special case of a formal command or an irregular case. Tener. The verb tener, we can still follow our same step-by-step process. So we go to first person present tense, the yo form. And here you see we've got something special because tener is what we call a yo-go verb. So we don't just drop the ER and add the O. We actually have a go, a G comes in. So tener, go to your first person present tense yo form. And in this case, there's something special about it. It's a yo-go. It's irregular. But now we just follow the same process. Drop the O. We're left with this stem. And then we'll add the opposite ending. So since tener is an ER verb, we're going to add a for usted and an for ustedes. So tenga. Tenga is the formal command for usted, for one person. Tengan ustedes. Tengan. Alright, so now that we've gone through the step-by-step process of how to form the commands, where do we put the pronouns? There's all sorts of pronouns. There could be reflexive pronouns, for example, like levantarse. Levantarse is a reflexive verb to stand up. So if we have a mandato afirmativo or a affirmative command saying yes, do something, you're gonna just stick the pronoun onto the end of the verb, right on the end. Levántense is the ustedes command saying to maybe a full room of people, please stand up. Levántense, por favor. But if it's a negative command, mandato negativo, saying no, don't do something, it's different. You're gonna put the pronoun before the verb, and they're two separate words. So preocuparse is another reflexive verb that means to worry. So if you say no se preocupe, that's saying don't worry. To one person, it's an usted command, no se preocupe, don't worry. Alright, so affirmative command, yes, do it. Your pronoun goes after the verb, like levántense. Negative command, no, don't do it. Your pronoun comes before the verb. Alright, so that's enough review. Now time to get on to the memes and see some examples. Alright, here the mom says, Hijo, ¿por qué hablas con tus zapatos? Hijo, son, ¿por qué hablas con tus zapatos? Why are you talking with your shoes? And her son replies, Es que en la caja dice converse. Es que en la caja dice converse. Is that on the box it says converse. So that's a fun play on the words, that the name of Converse shoes, if you pronounce it in Spanish, you get converse. Converse, which is actually the usted command. Converse usted. And what's the infinitive there? Conversar. Conversar, to converse, to have a conversation. So we went to our first person yo form, yo converso, drop the O and add the opposite ending, so it's an AR verb, so we add A. Converse. Converse. Converse with your shoe. Entrevista de trabajo IKEA. So, interview of work or job interview at IKEA. Siéntese, por favor. Siéntese, por favor. So it's saying sit down, please, or have a seat, please, in the usted form. And first he has to assemble his chair. So the usted command, siéntese, we have our reflexive pronoun on the end because it's an affirmative command. Here we have our A for usted because it's an AR verb. So there's our pronombre reflexivo. And also, as you see here, we have a stem change. Cambio raíz. Sentarse, A, cambia, siéntese. Siéntese. Siéntese usted. Okay, so this meme, we see a picture of a sign on a repair shop door. And it says, reparación y mantenimiento. Repair and maintenance. Podemos reparar cualquier cosa. We can repair anything. Toque fuerte en la puerta. El timbre no funciona. So, toque fuerte en la puerta. Knock hard on the door. El timbre no funciona. The doorbell doesn't work. And here we see ironía. Pretty ironic that they say we can repair anything and right below it, their doorbell doesn't work. So where is the command here? El mandato, toque. Toque fuerte. Toque usted. Comes from the infinitive tocar. So tocar can mean to touch. Tocar can mean to play an instrument like tocar la guitarra. And tocar, in this case, toque fuerte en la puerta, means knock hard on the door. Tocar la puerta would be to knock on the door. So, what we have special here as well is un cambio ortográfico. Cambio ortográfico, a spelling change. So here we have our opposite ending. But you'll notice here, instead of C, we have a QU. Card, guard, sard. If you have a verb that ends in card, guard, or sard, it's going to change to que, ge, o se. And this will happen anywhere that you're changing an AR to an E. So it happens in your formal commands, it happens in your subjunctive, it also happens in your yo form of your preterite. Alright, so toque comes from tocar, and we got a spelling change here. Alright, this one is my favorite of all the memes that we'll see today. Por favor, aplauda a las medusas. Por favor, aplauda a las medusas. Do you know what a medusa is? Well, what does this look like? Una medusa, a jellyfish. Aplauda is our usted command. Aplauda usted. What's the infinitive? Aplaudir, aplaudir, to applaud. It is regular, so we just have an IR verb and aplauda with our opposite ending. So this says, please clap for the jellyfish. Aplauda a las medusas. And here below it says secadores, like dryers. This is a hand dryer. Ahora ya sé cómo hacerlos funcionar. Like, now I know how to make them work. You're supposed to clap for the jellyfish. Aplauda a las medusas. Now every time I see a hand dryer, I'm going to think of clapping for the jellyfish. Alright, one more example. Digan gente. Digan gente. So here we have personified cheese, and the photographer is talking to more than one person, right? Two people. So digan is a ustedes command. Ustedes, because it's a command to more than one person. Digan comes from the infinitive verb decir. Decir, to say. So it's saying, digan gente, say people. Just like we say cheese when we get our photo taken. And why is there a G here? Well, it's kind of like what we saw with the verb tener. Decir is a yo-go verb. So yo digo. If we go step by step, we go to yo digo, drop the O, and have an opposite ending. So digan ustedes. Also notice here, decir is extra special because we also have a E to I stem change. Okay, so digan ustedes, and the command for just one person would be diga. Diga would be your usted command. Diga usted. Gracias por ver el video. Thanks so much for watching the video. Feel free to leave any questions or comments or fun examples with memes in the comments below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more Learn Spanish with Memes videos. Y nos vemos en el siguiente video. See you in the next video.